Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Baba Bagede Imo TV. I am yours faithfully, Morire Rabila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. 2023, Osinbajo has no plan for Nigeria, says Reno Omokri. Nigeria has resources to be foremost black nation on earth, Osinbajo. Osun APC mourns as gunmen kill party chair. Kaduna, terrorists abduct varsity student, passerby, injure one. Kaduna train attack, bandit parade kidnap victims including students. Pregnant lady orders feared dead as fire got jetty in Port Harcourt. Suspected MC Oluomo's boys attack tricycle riders at Fagba. The husband said if Osinachi Nwachukwu did not return home alive, she will return dead, sister. And to foreign story, Le Pen, Macron kick off battle for French presidency. And finally, sport. Dewsbury Hall, Gunmen, a fantastic finisher. Now the news in detail. Reno Omokri, a former aide to ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, has criticized the declaration of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. Omokri described the Vice President as an aspirant who has no achievement, plans, and priorities for Nigerians. Platform Times report that Osinbajo on Monday officially declared to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. Platform Times also report that Osinbajo's declaration has been greeted with nods and encouragement from Nigerians. However, Omokri, who took to his Twitter account on Monday, expressed dissatisfaction on the declaration of the Vice President. He described Omokri as a politician without unprecedented records since 2015. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo said that Nigeria is blessed with the resources to be the foremost black nation on earth and therefore urged the citizens to birth the expectations of greatness that were conceived by the founding fathers. Professor Osinbajo, who stated this in his declaration speech to contest the 2023 presidential election, said it would be a collective responsibility to build a country where all citizens are treated fairly, justly, and with respect. He further called for a country where everyone will be given equal access to the abundant opportunities that God has bestowed on the nation. The Vice President said his experiences, insights, and opportunities must be used for Nigeria and Nigerians, having been part of the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari in the past 7 years. In his declaration titled, Why I Am Running for President, he said he was best positioned to succeed President Buhari, having gone round to all nooks and crannies of the country to know the problems and feelings of the people.
Dear Nigerians, for the past 7 years, I have served as Vice President under a true Nigerian patriot, a servant of the nation in war and peace, and a man of integrity, President Muhammadu Buhari. We have, together, worked through some of the most difficult times in the history of our nation, but we have remained focused on securing the country, on providing infrastructure, and growing our economy. As stipulated by the Nigerian Constitution, our tenure will end next year. In this period of 7 years, I have served the government in several capacities, and I have, at the direction of Mr. President, represented our country in sensitive, high-level international engagements. I've been to practically all local governments in Nigeria. I've been in markets, in factories, in schools, and farms. I've been in agricultural, mining, and oil-producing communities, in the Delta, in Kebbi, in Enugu, in Borno, in Rivers, in Plateau and Ondo, and in all other states of the Federation, listening to the diverse experiences and yearnings of our people. I've visited our gallant troops in the Northeast and our brothers and sisters in the IDP camps. I've felt the pain and anguish of victims in violent conflicts, terrorist attacks, flooding, fire, and other disasters. I've been in the homes of many ordinary Nigerians in various parts of the country. have sat with our techpreneurs in Lagos, Edo, and Kaduna, with our Nollywood and Kannywood actors, with our musicians from Lagos, Onitsha, and Kano, and have spoken to small and large businesses. I stood where they stood, and I sat where they sat. I know their hopes and aspirations and their fears. And I believe that in those hopes and aspirations are the seeds for the great Nigeria that we all desire. I believe that the very reason why the Almighty God gave me these experiences, these insights, and these opportunities is that they must be put to the use of our country and its great peoples. Which is why I am today, with utmost humility, formally declaring my intention to run for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on the platform of our great party, the All.
Are watching the world news from BGI TV still to come. Our Osun State chapter of the All Progressive Congress has been thrown into mourning following the assassination of the party's chairman for Kumosa East Local Council Development Authority, Benga Obara, by some yet to be identified gunmen. According to sources in the party, Obara was attacked in his home in Igongo in the early hours of Monday by some assailants who shot him dead and injured his wife and one other person said to be the child of the deceased. Media advisor to Osun APC State Chairman Hola Olabisi confirmed the incident, saying the party had been thrown into mourning. Also, Osun Police Command spokesperson Yemisi Olola said the deceased was killed in his house by some yet to be identified gunmen. Terrorists have launched yet another attack on Guntu Kolmi community, the headquarters of the Senga local government area of Kaduna State, and kidnapped a student of the Kaduna State University and a passerby, while one other person sustained injury from gunshots. The president of Guntu People's Progressive Union, Prince Bala Abdu, who confirmed the incident to the leadership on Monday, said Joshua Victor Arambus of the Department of Architecture, Kaduna State University, and a passerby, Mr. Simon, were kidnapped while one person was critically injured. According to him, the armed men invaded the community on Saturday at around 9:10 p.m. on foot and started shooting indiscriminately at the residents. Still in terrorist attack, bandits who attacked the Kaduna-Abuja bound train on March 28 have paraded their victims in an unidentified location suspected to be a forest. In a video obtained by Channels Television, the gunmen were seen putting on military camouflage and uniforms. The bandits made their captives call on the government to come to their rescue. One of the victims is a young lady who identified herself as a student of Kaduna State University. Another is a man who said he was on his way to Kaduna for eye treatment. We are the passengers from Abuja heading towards Kaduna and were abducted. We have sick ones, old and young, a mother and her children. Only God knows what we have been through here, one of the victims pleaded. Please, we are pleading that the government meets their needs and rescue us.
And I'm talking on behalf of the students. Government should please hear our cry and come to our aid. Thank you.
Which school are you from?
I'm a student of Kaduna State University.
What is your name? What is your name?
I'm Osinbajo.
From which state?
Kaduna State.
Where are you studying?
I'm schooling in Kaduna State University.
Which course?
Agriculture.
You missed to collect. Women.
I'm Gladys Gunmen, an ex-staff of Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria. What happened on Monday was needless if the government would have a listening ear and accede to what the populists are talking about.
Oh, my name is Adedeji. I was going to Kaduna for eye treatment.
Mu ne fasinja da muka taso daga Abuja zuwa Kaduna ranar Litinin 28 ga watan uku shekara ta 2022, wanda akan hanyar mu ta zuwa Kaduna aka samu nasarar kama mu. Tun daga lokaci zuwa yanzu muka san irin halin da muke ciki. Akwai mata da ƙananan yara akwai tsoffi wanda yake ba su da lafiya, akwai mu karan kanmu wanda yake shekaru sun fara tafiya muna cikin wani irin hali na kai. To don haka muna kira ga 'yan uwa da abokan arziki da kuma ita gwamnati da a dalilin da muka shiga wannan hukunci na rayuwa da su wani abu na gaggawa don ganin cewa mun kai ga jiran lafiya. Assalamu alaikum.
Ƙarin bayanin da zan sha shi ne akwai korafe da suke da shi.
Still to come from the world news, several persons, including a pregnant woman and a toddler, have been reportedly burned to death in an early morning fire at the popular Bonneville Nembe jetty in the Port Harcourt River States. Several fiber and wooden boats are also said to be destroyed in the inferno, which started at about 2 a.m. on Monday. The cause of the massive blaze is not known. However, previous fire outbreaks at the jetty have been attributed to the storage of inflammable substances like petroleum products used in powering the speedboat engines in makeshift buildings within the slum. The last 4 outbreaks at the jetty was in November, during which several persons were burnt and properties estimated at several millions of naira destroyed. Another story making the headway is coming from Lagos State. Hoodlums suspected to be loyalists of Alhaji Musiliu Akisoya, alias MC Oluomo, who was recently appointed by the Lagos State government to head the committees constituted to oversee parks in the state, have attacked riders in the Fagba axis of the state. Yesterday, there was a circulated text message making the rounds of possible attack of tricycle riders by multi-park boys loyal to Oluomo in an attempt to force them to be loyal to him instead of Alhaji Istijaba, who is said to be the authentic chairman of Tricycle Owners and Operators Association of Nigeria, Lagos chapter. On Monday afternoon, the rumors morphed into reality as boys said to be loyal to Oluomo attacked tricycle riders around Iju Fagba, leading to stampede. Many tricycle riders were injured in the attack. From that story, we go straight to a tragic one. Many hours ago, a family member sister to be deceased Osinachi Nwachukwu was granted an interview by Vanguard newspaper. During the interview, the deceased sister revealed some things about her husband, who was rumored to be behind the death of Osinachi. Recounting some statements the husband had made in the past, the deceased sister said, the husband said if Osinachi Nwachukwu did not return home alive, she would return dead. According to her, the husband is authoritative to the point that the late gospel singer cannot question his actions without being assaulted or insulted. The deceased sister explained that there was a time the family member spoke with the deceased, but she kept being hopeful that the best would come out of our marriage. From that story, we go straight to the foreign story. French President Emmanuel Macron and his far-right rival Marine Le Pen on Monday kicked off a final fortnight of rosy campaigning for the French presidency in the runoff that polls predict risk being tight. With 97% votes counted, Macron came in fourth in Sunday's first round of voting with 27.6% of the vote. Le Pen was second with 23.4%. As the top two finishers, they advanced to the second round on April 24th. Far-left candidate Jean Le Macron came close to beating Le Pen for the second spot after a late surge gave him a score of just under 22%. The duel between Macron and Le Pen is a rerun of the 2017 election final, from which Macron emerged victorious with 66%, but this time polls predict a closer contest. And finally, sports story. Leicester City midfielder Kieran Dewsbury Hall has described Ademola Lookman as a fantastic finisher after he netted in a Foxes 2-1 win against Crystal Palace at the weekend. Lookman scored his fifth Premier League goal against Palace off a brilliant assist from Dewsbury Hall. A glorious through ball from Dewsbury Hall found Lookman, who beat his marker inside the box before firing past Vincent Guita in goal for Palace. Dewsbury Hall doubled Leicester City lead 6 minutes later, but Wilfried Zaha pulled one back for Palace in the second half. And reflecting on Lookman's impressive performance, the English midfielder told LCFC TV, it was a bit of a break-up in play and I picked up the ball. That is great at the one-time movement where he goes out to come back in and have seen it play in him. It's great composure for him. That was the world news from BGI TV, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines once again. 2023, Osinbajo has no plan for Nigeria, says Reno Omakri. Nigeria has resources to be foremost black nation on earth, Osinbajo. Osun APC mourns as gunmen kill party chair. Kaduna, terrorists abduct varsity students, passerby, injure one. Kaduna train attack, bandit parade kidnap victims, including students. Pregnant lady, others feared dead as fire got jetty in Port Harcourt. We also brought to you as a breaking story, suspected MC Oluomo's boys attacked tricycle riders at Fagba in Lagos. The husband said if Osinachi Nwachukwu did not return home alive, she will return dead. And to foreign story, Le Pen, Macron kick-off battle for French presidency. And finally, sport. Lukman, a fantastic finisher. For more updates on our YouTube channel, the handle is Baba Gbagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell to access our updates. On Facebook, Gbagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page for you to enjoy all of our broadcasts. On Instagram, Gbagede Imo _22. For advert placement of the goods and services, both coverage and all the events on outdoors, the phone number streaming on your screen is a direct line to call. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good evening.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV.